SAA, I guess, is breathing a sigh of relief this morning. That 8-day-long strike is over, but problems abound. The airline is still cash-strapped and is struggling to secure funding. Working that story for us this weekend, ENCA reporter Heidi Jokos. So are we back to a full operational schedule today?
We're not sure yet. SAA has made it clear that they are trying to get a full flight schedule in stages over the weekend. They're hopeful that all domestic flights will be back in the air, hopefully by tomorrow. If not, then definitely by Monday. And one must remember that the airline struggled mostly with those domestic flights. All international flights were back in the air by last week Sunday already, and 6 regional flights by Thursday. So the domestic flights remain a very big issue and big concern. But they, of course, got the partner airlines in to assist them, and they are trying by all means to get the full flight schedule by tomorrow. And
it'll be some time, I imagine, Heidi, before the airline assesses the real cost of this 8 days of industrial action.
We were trying to push them yesterday already to see if they can gauge or get a sense of how much this has cost them. We do understand that the board reported to Scope and Parliament that if the strike went ahead, it was going to cost them 52 million rand a day. And when they had the press briefing just last week Tuesday, or this previous Tuesday, they indicated that cost dropped significantly because they were able to get the international flights up and some of the regional flights. So they're saying it's not 52 million, but definitely last week, Friday and Saturday, it was 52 million per
Fair
day.
point. I mean, that's balance sheet cost, but the reality is reputational damage, which was also, I would imagine, almost incalculable at this point. What do we know about behind the scenes in terms of the negotiation? How was this deal hammered out?
So we understand that they offered the unions 5.9%, and that will definitely be paid by early next year. Eventually, we understand that the unions will be getting 8%, but it's going to be paid in increments. So what the unions have done is they've made a representation to the airline to say that we need to set up a task team so that the procurement deals can be re-looked at in order for the airline to save some cost. And the costs that will be saved, that's where the airline will be able to get some money to pay workers that salary increase that they are demanding. So the 8% will not be paid in full. It will be in increments. Definitely the workers will be getting 5.9% as early as next year.
In the past 48 hours, there were stories about SAA not being able to pay salaries. That's no longer on the table, is it?
It is. There's going to be a massive delay in the November salary, and this is because...
What is a massive delay?
Very late November, so they should be being paid by the 27th of November. We're expecting it to be around the 1st of December. So this is a big delay.
Where's that money coming from? Do we know? Is that...
Very good question, because we posed that question to them yesterday and said, you need to secure 2 billion rand capital. Government has made it very clear that they're not willing to assist. Over the last 3 years, you've been receiving 20.5 billion rand in government bailouts. And the airline is very positive. They said that they are in discussions with lenders and banks to secure that 2 billion rand capital, and they are positive they will be able to pay workers hopefully by the 1st of December.
The key word in that sentence, of course, is hopefully, so we wait and see what happens in terms of procuring that money. You're off to the airport now?
Yes.
Okay, we'll hear from you a little bit later. Heidi Jokos, thank you.